Welcome to In Conversation with the Mystic. For many of you who don't know me, my name is Siddharth. I'm an actor, and it is my very extreme privilege to be in the presence of Sadhguru. I've heard wonderful things about him from very dear friends who follow him and have been following him for years. I've read about him, and I'm looking forward to indulging my curiosity and my intrigue with questions that I hope will definitely whet your appetite to know more about this great man. I am fascinated about the fact that you are a spiritual guru. There are people who claim that you have changed their lives for the better. At the same time, you are also something of a rock star. You like to jump off planes, sometimes fly your own helicopters. You've driven rally cars, and I've seen other exciting visuals of you playing cricket and pretty much everything under the sun. What is it about you that makes you want to do that?
So this is a misunderstanding, and a very chronic misunderstanding in the world, that people think spirituality is a certain kind of disability. The first thing that people think about is, if you are spiritual, what are the things that you cannot do? If you do not do this, this and this, you must be spiritual. Some simple things, inane things like driving a car, a motorcycle, or even flying a helicopter, these are simple things that anybody can do. When your chauffeur can do it, why can't I do it? No, but I will be spiritual only if I sit in the back seat, not if I drive my own car. Like this, people have these things. I want you to understand that spirituality is an enabling process, not a disabling process. If you're spiritually competent, I'm using the word competent because you could be physically competent, you could be mentally competent, you could be emotionally competent, or you could be spiritually competent. If you're spiritually competent, you will be competent in all levels, because when you say spiritual, you're not talking about something out there, you're talking about something in here. Or in other words, instead of living on the surface, you've gone a little deeper into the core. For example, today we are using all kinds of gadgets. Our ability to use this gadget is essentially to what extent we know it, isn't it? Isn't it so? If you go by this is the gadget. This is the most sophisticated gadget on the planet. There isn't another technology on the planet which is more complex and more sophisticated than this. So your ability to use this, what extent have you gone? The cell phone companies in India made a survey and they said 97% of the people use only 7% of the cell phone's capabilities. We're not talking about your smartphone, the dumb phones. So in a simple little gadget, if you're using only 7%, what is the percentage of this one which is so complex and sophisticated? Most people, majority of the population using less than 1% if you ask me, because this is of immense capability. So, it is not that all the time I'm riding motorcycles or jumping off airplanes. I did those things. When I get the opportunity, I jump. I'm not every day jumping off airplanes or riding motorcycles. Where is the time? My work is 7 days of the week, 20 hours of the day. Here and there, when I get an opportunity, I jump on a motorcycle or jump off it or do something, whatever I can. These things are made out to be big because they have always understood spirituality as a disability. You must not know how to do anything else except raise one hand like this.
I think one of the fundamental questions as a young person that I have today living in this country is about anger. A lot of us feel a lot of anger, and eventually we don't know what to do with it. Just in terms of a person's inner core, what is the role of anger? Because from what little I understand, meditation suppresses anger.
No.
Because it makes you calm and then you're not angry, maybe you see it more clearly. But I come from a basic understanding that the anger that we are seeing around us in India is not enough, and it needs to be more, and it needs to come out. So your thoughts on the birth of anger in a calm body, if it's a meditating body, and it's channeled to come outside and make any consequential result in a country like India for young people.
See, youth being in a rage, you think is a solution. It is not a solution. When things get so hopeless and when we do not attend to things as they should have been attended to, and it goes completely out of control or there's complete apathy, then you want to… if I set fire to you, to make you act, because you're in such a state of lethargy, the only way I can get you moving is by setting fire to you. That is anger, that's rage. To take this back, you have grown up in a time where people, the youth of this nation are looking at professions, careers and, money and stuff. When we were growing up, we never thought of money. These were the times when we're angry with everything. Revolution is a big thing. Che Guevara.
जब चाहो ऑन हो जाओ, एपिक ऑन चलाओ। Available across all devices.